Welcome to Zigzag Minds. Let's talk about something that isn't just changing our world, it's completely rebuilding it from the ground up: artificial intelligence.
And I mean, think about it. It's already everywhere. The shows you stream, the products you buy, even the way your car gets you from point A to point B. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's just reality. So the big question is, how do you get in on this? How do you go from being a user to a builder? Well, that's exactly what this is for. We're going to walk you through a clear, step-by-step roadmap to becoming an AI engineer. All right, let's get into it. You can't build a skyscraper on a weak foundation, right? The same goes for AI. So let's start with the absolute essentials. This foundation really boils down to two things. First, you've got to understand the core concepts. I mean, really get them, not just the buzzwords. And second, you need to sharpen your math skills, because math is the language that AI speaks.
For example, it's super important to know the difference here. The AI we have today, like ChatGPT, is what we call narrow AI. It's a genius at one specific job. The big dream, the long-term goal, is general AI, or AGI, something with the kind of flexible, adaptive intelligence that we have.
And hey, don't panic when you see math. You don't need to be a genius, but you do need a solid grip on the basics. Linear algebra helps you structure all that data, and things like probability and statistics, that's how you let the machine actually learn from it all.
Okay, so once that foundation is solid, it's time to stock your toolkit.
If the AI concepts are your blueprint, then programming languages are the actual power tools you'll use to build everything. This is how you take all those abstract ideas and make them real. And in the world of AI, there is one undisputed king: Python. It's just so straightforward, and it has these amazing libraries like NumPy and Pandas that do all the heavy lifting with data. It's the industry standard for a reason.
Now we get to the really fun part, the core of the whole journey: turning raw, messy data into actual intelligence.
This path really has 4 key stages. You start by learning how to handle huge amounts of big data. Then you use data science to find patterns. From there, you build predictive models with machine learning. And finally, for the really complex stuff, you dive into deep learning.
And you have to remember this golden rule: data is the fuel. It powers everything. Without a ton of clean, useful data to learn from, even the most brilliant AI model is basically just an expensive paperweight. So think of data science as being the bridge. It's the art of taking all that raw data, cleaning it up, making sense of it, and finding the hidden stories inside that you'll use to train your models.
And that leads us right into the AI playground: machine learning. This is where you actually teach the computers. You can do it with labeled examples, let it discover patterns on its own, or even have it learn through trial and error. A lot like training a puppy, actually.
Now for the biggest, toughest challenges, you gotta go deeper. That's where deep learning comes in. It uses these complex, brain-inspired things called neural networks. These are the engines that are powering all the incredible generative AI we're seeing today. Okay, we are on the home stretch. This is where all those skills you've been gathering finally come together to make a real-world impact.
Because look, a perfect AI model that doesn't solve a real problem is pretty much worthless. This is where business intelligence is so critical. You have to translate the insights from your model into smart, valuable decisions that can actually help a company grow.
And this is the end goal. This is the role of the AI engineer. You're the person who actually builds, deploys, and maintains the AI systems that are going to define our future. It's a huge responsibility, but it's also incredibly exciting.
And that's the roadmap. It's a tough path for sure, but it's your chance to be right at the forefront of a technological revolution. So the only question left is, what are you gonna build? If you found this guide helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone else. Thanks for joining us at Zigzag Minds.